Hello, I'm Richard Hildreth. I'm Operations Manager here at the Castro Theater. The Castro Theater, as you know it today, was built in 1922. The same family that built it in 1922, the Nassers, still own the theater. It was, when it first opened, of course, a major source of entertainment for the folks in the Eureka Valley neighborhood. We call this San Francisco's Movie Palace because it is the last real surviving example of that. However, in 1922, it was considered a neighborhood movie theater. In that era, a true movie palace would have seated 3,500 people and above. So this is where people went for essentially second-run movies. Movie festivals like the San Francisco International Film Festival, which is the oldest film festival in the United States, Noir City, which happens here in January, a collection of classic film noir, all double features. I mean, we do a lot of film festivals, and a curious thing about the film festival, I referenced Noir City earlier. Noir City is in here for 10 days, and it will sell this place out at least 3 or 4 times during those 10 days. People come from all over. They take their vacation and come watch noir films. We've had everyone from Marissa Mayer, the head of Yahoo, to Kim Kardashian on this stage. And so it's had to adapt over the years to keep thriving, but it is continuing to thrive. In the 1970s, when Eureka Valley became known as the Castro District, largely after the influx of gays from all around the country finding this a more hospitable place to be, the name the Castro District came from our marquee because the fabulousness of this place, the fabulousness of movies in general, was really embraced by the new gay community. And instead of calling it Eureka Valley, they started calling it the Castro. And that name has stuck, and today it is still known, and will be for a long time, I suspect, as the Castro District. It is the colorful central core that helped redefine the Castro in the 1970s and continues to be the most focal point in the neighborhood. You see postcards from this neighborhood, you see the Castro marquee. That's what represents the neighborhood to most people outside of it and to most people within it.
We've been here since 1998. We are very, I don't want to say gay, but like we're kind of really gay. Like if you look at our wall, we have like people in our underwear, we have penis cookies, we have Venus cookies. Like I don't think it gets any more Castro than hot cookie. We're like, we have a cookie called the Fudge Packer. Like who does that? We do. Friday and Saturday we're open till 1 o'clock in the morning. We're here until 1:30 closing. Sometimes we be here later, and even at like 2 o'clock in the morning, people are like still knocking on the doors, still trying to get cookies. They're like, please, like, I'll do whatever. Like, I'll pay you $20 for one cookie. And we're just like, sorry, we're closed. But like, a lot, like, we're very well known. Like, before I started working here, I would like go to clubs, and like, I'd be at a club, and I'd be like, I'll be right back. And I would like come here, buy cookies, and like sneak cookies into the club. Like, that's how good these cookies are. Like.
I'm Maroon Apte, and I've been living in the Castro now for 15 years. I've been in San Francisco since I was 15 years old, and I love it here. I recently moved just above the Pink Triangle Park, and every morning I wake up and I work from home and I look down in this park, and I've kind of taken a feeling of belonging and pride here. I volunteer and work on the landscaping. My motivation for this has been, it was a long time until I understood a lot about what happened to gay history, because I was born pretty lucky. I was born after the previous generation had done most of the work of securing gay rights. By the time that I was coming out, things were relatively, for me, much, much easier. There was no major persecution. We had most of the civil rights. We couldn't marry, but I was never feeling in danger of getting beaten up or evicted from my home or losing my job. And that's because of all the work from the previous generation. And that's kind of what this park symbolizes, because this park symbolizes the generation that had it even worse. When people think of the Holocaust, they think quite correctly about the large number of Jewish people that were murdered during the Holocaust. But in addition to the Jewish people that were murdered, there were also Slavs and gays. And this was the origins of the pink triangle. So everybody who was gay was forced to wear a pink triangle, just as Jews were forced to wear the Star of David. And they were actually singled out for even more persecution, because in the Nazi mind, being gay was the worst you could possibly be. So they were beaten, they were experimented upon, and that's what this park is a remembrance of.